Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video I will show you some art I probably would not share with you normally. I want to talk about warming up when drawing and the frustration that can come from not liking your art straight away when you sit down to draw. Like with most things, it takes a bit of time to get into a flow. And I think it's the same with drawing and finding confidence in where you place your lines on the canvas. For reference, let's say you just arrive at the gym, you haven't warmed up or anything, the first thing you do is probably not to grab the heaviest thing in there and try to lift it. I mean, that could really hurt you. Well, unless you're the most fragile kid out there, drawing should not physically hurt you, but it can hurt your confidence in your skill set, expecting to draw something incredible, but not straight away succeeding. If you haven't drawn for a few days and then pick up a pen and paper, the first drawing will most likely not be the best. It can be super frustrating if you're really inspired and then the art comes out a bit mediocre or, even shit. I would say patience is your friend here. It takes some warm-up to reach the better results. Well, you can see that I've drawn a few heads here. These are my first sketches of the day, and I'm fully aware right now that these probably will not be anything I will spend more than a few minutes on. But they are required to get me to a better level. When warming up, I tend to jump between different drawings to quickly cover ground and not get stuck on one thing. The first 3 heads here I felt nothing for. I saw no character in them and nothing really interesting. This 4th one at least started to show some kind of expression. After sketching out the head shape for the 5th drawing, I thought it could be cool to turn it into Howl from Miyazaki's Howl's Moving Castle, so I started to dress him with some feathers. I quite liked that sketch, so I dropped the opacity down and started to redraw it with clean line work. Remember that your sketches doesn't have to look pretty. I tend to be quite messy with mine just to get ideas out. Then I go over them again and clean things up. I thought I might try the same for the screaming guy on the right side. Flipping the canvas made me realize that it was quite uneven and a bit skewed, so I did a little bit of adjustment with the warp transform tool. Still didn't look that great, but I was gonna draw on top of it, so I knew I could correct it. So I already felt a bit more confident. In the beginning I thought I would give up as I did not feel it at all, but I powered through and it started to feel better. After finishing these 2, I hid those layers and started over with new head shapes. When practicing drawing, I would almost always suggest spending more time drawing many things and spending less time on each drawing rather than focusing all your efforts on making one drawing really polished. By drawing several versions, you get more practice in on rendering the character and the objects you're drawing in 3D space, and I think that is more beneficial than having only one good piece of art. But of course you should still spend time on drawings you like and also take them to finished states, but during the warm-up I would go through a lot of drawings before I commit to one. After drawing this guy in what looks like 3 generations of the same character, I kept going for a bit and ended up with this version. I think this had the most interest to it, with some variation on eye sizes and a nice surprised expression, so I decided to lay out some colors. When adding shadows, a good technique is to add a new layer as a clipping mask on top of your color layer and then filling it with black. Then lower the opacity of that layer and then erase out where your light is hitting. I prefer that rather than trying to draw in where the shadows are. It just seems more natural to me to define the planes that get hit by the light source. I finally gave the outline a color to not have it to be completely black. I spent just over 1 hour drawing here, and 40 minutes was pretty much spent on getting into the flow. Remember not to give up on your art straight away just because it doesn't turn out just like you want it to be. For me, this works really well. It might be different for you. Maybe you never have that problem with, getting into the flow. Please let me know in the comments below your take on this. I hope you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you soon. Bye.